So, about that Caitlyn Clark effect, as legendary WWE announcer Jim Ross would put it, business has just picked up, which is certainly the case for the Indiana Fever. Look, we knew things were going up for them. I mean, that's common sense, right? But it's sort of staggering to see some of the numbers that the team actually shared in a graphic online. Jersey sales up 1,193%. That is a large increase to attendance. Ticket sales 265%. The most attended team at home or away. We know about the TV numbers, but 10 broadcasts apparently set viewership records, setting records on ABC, Ion, ESPN, etc. The most viewed national team. They sold a lot of beer. Increase in corporate partnerships. That doesn't put money in any of our pockets, but you get it. And then there's the social media. 1.3 million followers gained, 800 million social media video views. And that second number, like, it sounds like a lot just hearing it, but it's especially a lot when you put it into context, because the Fever also wrote in a piece that ranks first amongst teams in the WNBA, NBA, NFL, NHL, or MLB in that span. Now, you have to take into account that some of those teams are in the offseason, but that's still almost half a year. And they've got more views than the Cowboys or the Lakers. That is really wild to think about when it comes to a WNBA team. Which is why this other debate that I saw online is pretty funny about Aaron Judge or Caitlyn Clark and who is more popular. If you didn't see it, Clark and Judge had a photo together. It's tough to have missed that photo, considering how big and popular it was, and it was kind of everywhere at the time, right? Like when those two were seen together. Let me, in case you missed it, let me grab that photo for you real fast here. I got so many damn tabs open on this thing, trying to share my screen for a variety of reasons. But here is the photo from the Yankees of Caitlyn Clark and Aaron Judge, as you see there. That was obviously everywhere. And you see the size difference there. Of course, Aaron Judge is a big baseball figure, hits a bunch of home runs, plays for the New York Yankees. There's a lot that would make him popular. But he ain't moving the needle like Caitlyn Clark. And that led to an argument on a sports talk radio show about that. It was Dan Byer and Kerry Rhodes on a show. And the producers were essentially arguing that Clark was more popular than Judge. And the host, Byer, was pushing back on that. Here's some of that exchange.
So I know we are a prisoner of the Caitlyn Clark moment, but there is no way that she is more popular than Aaron Judge. That's absurd to say. That's disrespectful to an MVP of Major League Baseball, a 6-time All-Star, a 3-time Silver Slugger, a Rookie of the Year, a Home Run Derby champ.
But okay, what's the word you're using here? Popular? Because the word choice can be at a detriment here. So
look, I mean, when it comes to, yes, Aaron Judge is accomplished, but that's not the same thing as, I once did a bit on Mad Dog Sports Radio where I asked who was more famous, Mike Trout or Adam Schefter, right? Like Adam Schefter, the NFL reporter. And I think Adam Schefter was the consensus answer by people for being more popular than Mike Trout. And obviously, Aaron Judge is bigger than Mike Trout because he's got a little bit more personality, plays for the Yankees, those sort of things. But baseball is a very regionally strong sport. It's very popular with an older demographic and very popular with a local demographic. Look, I'm not dissing the popularity. They have a lot of games. A lot of people go to a lot of games. A lot of regional networks are supported by baseball. It's still very popular. But when it comes to the crossover appeal, it's not the same. I I mean, I just shared you those social video numbers, but if you were to just even look at traditional numbers, there's no way Aaron Judge has ever played in a game that was viewed by as many people as Iowa and South Carolina was, right? Like, I don't think I could do a show or a series around Aaron Judge that's then spins off into the rest of baseball that would get the same level of interaction that I do with a show that has a lot of Caitlyn Clark content and then spins off into the rest of women's basketball. I just don't think that could be the case. I mean, obviously, Caitlyn has more followers on Instagram. I'm sure she's more searched on Google. I don't know different ways you can measure these things, but I don't think it's close. I don't even think it's close. But, you know, I think Caitlyn Clark is on the same tier as LeBron James and Steph Curry. Right? Like, I mean, that's the level of fame and notoriety. I've said it a billion times. She's Michael Jordan. As far as impact on the sport, we're just on the ground floor for it. And you see those numbers that I shared at the beginning here for the Indiana Fever. And I'm sorry, Aaron Judge ain't moving the needle like that. Hardly anybody is moving the needle like that across the board in sports. And the good thing is Clark is also, you know, getting it done on the court. It's not just business metrics, because I can predict the comment section already. Like, you know, but she's going to break essentially every assist record in the WNBA. But those numbers are pretty staggering. Again, the video views one is the one that really stands out to me, because I would have expected all that stuff, but especially when you compare it to the other leagues. Of course, the Fever are going to have more video views than any team in the WNBA. Of course, the video views for the Fever were going to be higher than they had ever been before. Like, we all knew that. But even in respective off seasons, I wouldn't have thought they would be higher than every NFL and NBA. I guess I could throw MLB and NHL in there to make it, you know, the list longer. But that is pretty staggering. It is pretty staggering to see as the season is about to get going again. And I, you know, both selfishly and for all of us, I hope Caitlyn Clark is playing basketball somewhere in the offseason, because that's going to be a long offseason. Whether it be Unrivaled, she was coy about that. Her response sort of reminded me of the 3-point contest. Now, that doesn't mean she's not doing it. Or overseas, whatever the case may be. That's going to be a long break after the season's over. And I think she could still get rest while playing somewhere else. And I think, you know, she was out for 10 days and was already missing basketball. So I'm hoping she'll be playing somewhere else in the offseason, and wherever that is, the numbers are going to go up.